Okay, good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube, Iyun Benzion. Today we're doing the Nedarim Daf Samach, Tet number 69. I want to talk today really about two questions in the Gemara. The Gemara today has about four short questions. The Gemara starts by Rava, fifth line in Samach Temet. Aleph Yesh Sheila Behekam, Lein Sheila Behekam. If you're Makayim a Neder, right, you affirm the Neder, you confirm the Neder. Can you regret that? Can you revoke that by going to a Beis Din or a Chacham? The Gemara says, if you could do it for confirmation, can you do it if you block the nether? Can you also revoke that? And the Gemara says, Tashma, the Gemara answers, Rabbi Yochanan says, the Hekem you could be shol, the Hefer you can't be shol. Now, the problem is, what is the Gemara talking about? The Gemara has a question, could you be shol on a Hekem? Now, if you were with me from Daf Samach Zayin, number 67, the first daf in this paragraph, the Gemara already talked about this. The Gemara says, in the middle of Samach Zayin Aleph, right? We're talking about a case of shutfus, right? She's engaged, so the father and the husband share the responsibility made for the nether. They do it in partnership. One of them is made for the nether, one was Makayim. Wait a second. This is Samach Zayin. This is 67. On Daf 69 and Samach 10, we're already asking whether you could do that. The Gemara assumed you could do it already. How could it be? Why is the Gemara even asking this? Iyun, the Gemara says, Iyun, Daf Samach Zayin. Yes. Well, the Gemara didn't say that. Look back, you could. It's obvious you could be Shoal Hakama. The Gemara assumed if you Shoal Hakama, does that work or not? But the Gemara assumed, of course, you could be Shoal on your Hakama. So what is the Gemara asking? Could you be Shoal on your Hakama or not? That's why I'm led to believe that this Gemara is talking about a different case than we're talking about in Samach Zayin. When it came to the case in Samach Zayin, I was talking about a case where the rights to be Mefer and Makayim the Neder is shared by both the husband and the father, an Arusa. In that case, so they have to do it together. So when a person is made for the Neder, one is Makayim the Neder, that's only a half job. So it's like Mitla Tali V'Kayim, it's standing in place, it's waiting for the other person to make a decision to be Makayim the Neder with him, or to be made for the Neder. Even if one person is made for the Neder, it's only a half job. So it's standing in the air waiting for something to happen. So therefore, there's Pashut. If one person's Makayim, you could be Shol in your Akama because you haven't finished the job over there. You haven't completely confirmed the Neder. Or if you're made for it, you haven't completely been made for the Neder. Here we're talking about a case, I believe the Gemara is asking, even in a case where the father is the only one to be made for his daughter, she's not engaged, or she's married, and the husband is the only one being made for, in which case, the Hakama is a complete confirmation. Can you be Shol on that or not? The Gemara answers, yes, you could be Shol on your Hakam. But the Gemara says, Hafara, you can't be Shol on the Hafara. So that's the Maskana of the Gemara. And Shol on Hekam and Shol on Hefer. Even in the case where he's the sole one responsible, you can't be Shol precisely because of that, right? Even in terms of the Hekem, right, he could be Shol, even though he's the sole confirmer of the Nether. And you can remove that. But if you're the sole made for the Nether, you can't remove that. So it seemed to be, even if, right, we accepted the Maskana of the Gemara like the way most Rishonim learn, the Art Scroll learns, you can't be Shol on a Hefer. I would say, when it comes to the first case, we're talking about the Mishnah, a partnership, if one person is Mayfair, I believe in that case, everyone would agree. Even the Rishonim here would agree that a person could be Shol on its Afara, as long as the other person, the father or husband, didn't do his share, because, right, it's not complete, it's doing 50%, or they're sharing 100%, however you want to look, it's a partnership. So therefore, one person's Afara is not a finality, right, until the other person does Afara. So one person did Afara, he could be Shol as Afara, I would say that also. But I would like to suggest, I believe Hafara is very different fundamentally than Hataras Nedarim. Hataras Nedarim, if you use a Pesach, you're retroactively saying there was no Neder in the first place. If you use Charata, you are removing the Neder, right? The base that is removing the Neder based on your regret. Now that you have regret, obviously it works Mikano Laba, not Lamafreya, not retroactively from now on, but they're being mavadla, nullifying the nether. I believe hafara, it's commonly translated to block a nether, and hafara does not mean the nether goes away. It's a convenience the Torah gives to a husband or a father because their daughters or their wives oftentimes are very emotional and they'll make an Nedarim upon themselves just on a whim. It's a convenience that they gave you to do it within 24 hours to make for the nether, to block the nether. But I don't believe the nether is gone. You still have to be, if you want to get rid of the nether completely, you have to be mater nether. So if that's the case, even if hafaras nedarim, right, you're just blocking the nether, so why can't it be shoal on the heifer? The heifer is not, right? If you explain the Gemara, right, that Makayim the nether, right, the neder doesn't go away. I'm just strengthening the neder. So I can be shoel on that. Hafara is the neder. I nullify the neder, so I can't be shoel on my hafara because the neder is gone now. But if, like I'm saying, that the pshat is that hafara is just blocking the neder, so why is the Gemara saying ein nishal al hafara? So I think that's meduyuk in the lashon of the Gemara. The Gemara's question was, yesh sheila behekem, ein sheila behekem. Yesh sheila behekem, yesh sheila behefer. Is there sheila behefer? Could you, meaning, can you be shoel on hefer? The Gemara answers, Rabbi Yochanan, nishalan al hekem, nishalan al hefer. The Gemara doesn't answer. Rabbi Yochanan didn't say, right, yesh sheila behekem, ve'ein sheila behefer. He says, nishalan, right? The practice is, the minhag is, that when it comes to hakama, we allow someone to be shoel. Comes to hafara, we don't allow people to shoel on hafara. Why? Because we learned in the Masechta, that nedarim are a bad thing. So really, it's meduyuk from Rabbi Yochanan's language. It's the precise reading of Rabbi Yochanan's language. It's telling you, ein nishalan al hefer, right? Not that it can't be done. Because blocking a neder is only a temporary thing. It's holding the neder in place. It's blocking it from, right, being present in terms of you have to be knowing the dinim of the neder. Right? You don't have to take the neder upon yourself. You don't have to be worried about the neder. It's blocked. But it's temporarily blocked. And you, technically, I believe if you were shoel on the heifer, it could be shoel on the heifer, because it's not a permanent thing. However, all Rabbi Yochanan is saying, Ein nishalan, we don't do it. The minhag is not to allow it because we don't like to have nedarim. So we don't convene a beis din l'chadchila in order to be shoel on a heifer. But technically, I believe if you did it, it would work. And with this, I want to answer. I wasn't thinking about adding this when I did the Daf Yomi Shir. This occurred to me also. The Gemara has another question. They go on the bottom of Samach Taim and Aleph. The Gemara says, "Boy, Rabbi Kim lichi mufer lichi lo teikal hakama elinkein chal hafara." He says a pretty strange thing. I'm a kaimin, I mayfair it, and I don't want the hakama, the confirmation, to be in place unless the revocation is in place. I want to affirm the neder and then revoke the neder. So these things don't make any sense. The Gemara says Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Yossi argue Maseches Tamura, Harei Tumah Zerah Tulah Shlamim. But even Rabbi Meir would agree over here, right? We say Harei Tumah Zerah Tumah Shlamim, V'lo Tia Tura Torah Lo Tia Tumah Zola Elam Ken Yat Tumah Shlamim, right? Which is basically what he's saying over here. That both languages, like he would agree to Rabbi Yossi, that both languages take effect. Now, when it comes to a Tamura, the animal has a mixed kedusha of a Shlamim and Ola. You have to wait till the animal gets a mum and then sell it and split the money between Ola and Shlamim. However, there's no way of doing that over here. Hakama and Hafara, what are you going to do? You can't make Hakama's confirming the neder. Hafara is the opposite of getting rid of the neder. So basically, the simple explanation is both Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Yossi would agree in this case that both words are meaningless. Hakama and Hafara cancel each other out, and it's like he didn't do anything. If he wants to now be Makai the neder, he could. If he wants to be made for the neder, he could. Right? However, the reading of the Gemara seems to say, the Gemara, Elim Meir Nami Moda, about 5 lines to the bottom, Da'afar Chala. Right? Even Rabbi Meir would agree in this case, the Gemara seemingly answered, even Rabbi Meir would agree to Rabbi Yossi that the Hafara is Chal. Now, seemingly, an article translates like this, explains it like this, the Hafara is Chal, and the Hakama is not Chal. I mean, he's revoked the neder with this language. Doesn't seem to make any sense. Even according to Rabbi Yossi, right, it's a mixture, Ola and Shlamim. Why do we assume the Hafara is more important than the Hakama? Right? So according to the other ways of explaining the Gemara, Hafara, that I think the way most are trying to explain Hafara is like Nataras Nedarim. It's not like I said blocking the neder, it's removing the neder. It's like getting rid of the neder completely. So that's why Ein Nishalan al Hefer, you can't possibly, right, retract a Hafara because the neder is gone. I can't retract the neder once the neder is gone. But according to my explanation, that the neder is still there, it's just blocked. So I have a different reading of the Gemara. The Hafara Chala, means the Hafara is also Chal, right? Because the Hafara, according to other explanations, right? Hakama's Nedar, the reason Hafara is Chal and not Hakama is that Hafara is stronger. Hakama is just confirming the neder. The neder is still there. It's confirmation of the neder. Hafara is stronger because it removes the neder completely. So, and you can't be shoel on the Hafara. So therefore, when I'm pitting one against the other, the Hafara is stronger. And that's why they read the Gemara, Hafara Chal, Hafara is Chal, both according to Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Yossi. And the Hakama is gone. The neder is revoked. But according to me, they're equal, right? They're both just temporary, right? Temporary orders you're doing on the neder. You're either confirming the neder or temporarily blocking the neder. They're equal. And therefore, I would read the Gemara, Hafara Chal, it's also Chal, meaning you have equal footing over here. And therefore, it's blocked. It's the Hakama and Hafara are pitted against each other, and neither one is Chal. The nether remains as it is. Now you can either make for it or make him it. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.